around the brother, but we don't rock aim. Blasting you by nowhere in a rock of New York, a Millie rock tag. Hiding in my sock. In a Millie rock, in my tag. Put it by down, kami sa magong, kami sa onagao. Then I'm on the block, in New York, a Millie rock. Hiding in my sock tag. What the fuck is that, Pano? It's so Pano. What's up, Jazz? In New York, a million, you motherfuckers hiding, sucking, gang. What? Fucking sideways this. What? Pino living. Tan. In New York, a million rock. Hiding in my sock. Sige, motherfuckers, Pino living, doing a suck. Ay, what? Crazy. They're doing the sucky. Hey. Gang. You have a starting soon up screen? Do you mean to have a starting soon up screen? Yeah, I do. I'm just setting the thing up. Don't worry the thing. You are malo. Rana para kami sama straight from the onagao or onagao. I'm looking for the song. I got something I want you to sing along. Okay. Straight up from the other in New York, Comin. I hear myself. Oh no, go. Okay, hold on. What is this song? This is like Angels of Delusion. How are you? I'm fine. I'm gonna wait, you know. It's okay, I guess. I'm okay. I got coffee. Oh, this kind of goes fucking hard though. What the hell? Oh wait. So there's taco like remix of that, okay? There's remix of taco from the Zenless Zone Zero, you know, like the Gunner. The supposed Gunner game was actually a very good game. Angels of Delusion. Banana. It's a very anime opening. It's very anime. What is this anime opening ass song? Walo. Hasanai de. Na 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 na. Dreaming angel. Yeah. They're pretty nice music. That is very anime intro. What? It's the first time hearing this, by the way. That's very cool. I like Zenless. Dreaming angel. That's very cute. I like that. This time will start up like rock. most common openings I can think of. It's very Bocchi the Rock. And I like Bocchi the Rock. It's very Bocchi the Rock. And I like Bocchi the Rock. I like that. Sagasu no smile no more, but it's also smile no more. Double entendre on both languages. Fucking gangster. I'm fucking walking with my car. Oh no! Ah! In this economy? Oh, guys. Dreaming angels. Dragon, what's up? We're listening to Dreaming Angel. Europe for intense ka uma ng Ebayan! Ebayan! Bibib? Ebayan? I like Ebayan. Ebayan is very cute. Ebayan. So this is the real song, by the way. Like, it's called Dreaming Angel by Angels. The first track is Supaka. Supaka! Insert a clip from what's that? Licorice Recoil, where our blonde artificial heart girl sang Supaka! Supaka! There you go, that guy. That's fucking here. Actually, I'm gonna fucking show it to you. This thing. Supaka! Reko. She's pointing at like the LFA. Oh, what a sick ass anime, by the way. What a sick ass anime. Everybody should watch it. Look at that fantastic LFA. Ugh. Supaka! I'm fucking civic. The fucking civic instead of like Honda City, instead of like the LFA. Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. So this is our our song. It's called Dreaming Angel. I don't play Zenless anymore, but like I like the world actually. It's a Honda City from 19 with a moto combo. You know, it's this. But you're such a balaw! How the fuck do you know the car? That's the car. Like deadass, that's the car. It's a fucking 83 Honda City. Don't ask how I know. I'm a car girl. You should know this by now. It's a fucking moto combo. There's nothing else. Hilarious. Anyway, yeah. It's very cute. I love the car. I want as long as a scooter with it. It's really hard to find a Honda City Turbo with a moto combo in it. Well, it hold on. Before the drop, it's already hard to find a Honda City 2 Turbo 2 that is intact. It's also hard to find a Honda Moto Compo from 83 that's also intact, and it's extremely fucking like rare to find a Honda City Turbo 2 with a Moto Compo inside of it intact. So it's like finding fuck. It's like you might as well be looking for a very pristine R32 Skyline. Because you have more chances of finding a pristine R32 Skyline, non-GTR, even the GTST pristine with 16,000 kilometers on the odometer, than finding a fucking 83 Motocompo. There's no fucking way. It's like you have more chances of winning the lottery 6 times in a row than finding a Honda City 2 Turbo with the Motocompo in it. That is like intact. I'm not even asking for like working. It's just intact. Like rusted out and shit. Have you cleared MF Ghost Season 3 by the way yet? I think I'm in the era where like they're just starting. I think. I don't know which is the one that has the jump. It's the like whatever the thing is with the jump is. Or better yet, where they met Miss Green. Or full season 3 is out on Netflix. I don't watch on Netflix. I can still watch it on the Japanese thing. That's not my problem. I can watch the raw, no problem. Yeah, I'm agreed. Yeah, it's a season of each episode. Oh, yeah. So that means I'm updated. I'm updated. Yeah, I'm updated. Don't worry. Like I think I just have to watch the new 2 or 3 more episodes because like I just finished the one where where it's like the second race of Emma Green. That's it. I was also just about to say to any Japanese car unmodified. No. I here's a way because it's going to get fucking homogenized later on anyway. There are places in Ibaraki that still sells like almost brand new 10,000 kilometers Japanese cars that not many foreigners know. Shun Aiba finding out about Angel number 7 is so funny to me. I senpai. Aiba, like here's the thing, I'm actually rooting for Aiba senpai. Like like aside from like, our baby boy being like, like the student of the Tova delivery things. I get it. But there's usually a senpai that I like. For example, in Initial D, the senpai that I like is the one who owns the S13 Sylvia. No, sorry, the S14 Sylvia, the one who owns the one who now owns the gas station, the you know the Akuna Stars or what the Akina Stars, the old man that now owns the gas station. I feel Kyoko is a better fit for Shun. No, I think Shun is like much more better with Emma Green. Deadass. Because it's the complete opposite of what he likes. Kyoko is like Kyoko is like just a Onesan character. She doesn't fit with Shun because you won't believe it, but like in the older Initial D, the one who went with the rally, the one who went with the one who went with the girl was like the one from the rally team, and like it's what like 600 times much more skillful than him, but they end up being together. So there's that. So the one in this particular scenario, because like Japanese and like it's getting like homogenized, half and half. The one who's like fit for Aiba Senpai is Emma Green. The fact that like, Emma Green is of course full tilt British, and then like there's nothing like any other character in the world of MF Ghost because they're all polite Japanese, right? What Aiba Shun is perfect with because of his like out, you know, boisterous, outgoing thing, but he's actually a sub bottom, right? A full tilt sub bottom would be a dominating Emma Green. Just because like she's just dominating in all case scenario. Like skillfully, she's like 600 times better than Ibashun. Like though she's domineering, she's like very like, you know, like I will step on your face and you will like it type shit. That's the one. Like, and I bet your ass Ibashun was like, you know what? That sounds about right. That's what I feel. Like I don't know. It hadn't happened in the manga yet. But like it's just I find it so funny if the mangaka decided to be that way. It was so funny. Oh shit. The manga already ended though. Yeah, I know because I'm now like like seeing the preview of Subaru. But how did you read Subaru already? It's like, no, shut up. No, we don't know that. I made it up. I made it up. Not there. I haven't seen any like things about it yet. Like it's not like I have friends with the fucking animation industry and or the manga. And shut up. All of this is made up. None of these are real. Okay, none of these are real. I don't think my fucking sources, motherfuckers. Nice. I already know what Subaru. I already know what Subaru is. The one thing I can tell from Subaru to Subaru is that there is references of initial. There are hard references of initial D, unlike MF Ghost. That's the one thing I can say. Without spoiling like the first few like chapters of like Subaru, unlike MF Ghost where they kind of say, right, they kind of say that like, hey, by the way, this is Kyos, like the Kesuke and like, you know, Ryosuke. This actually like has a direct, like a full tilt actual direct connotation to initial D and whatever is happening in the world. Like they even like. So like the powers that they have, you know, like the wings of initial D, or like the faint, and then like the sudden like disappearance bullshit, like actual superpower shit, that is in Subaru. But in the sense that it's believable, it's not like actual like, oh my god, you're fucking teleporting things. No. Like they does it like what how they do it in Uma Musume, where like when they do the flow, like the zone, right? They do that thing. They have like the Uma Musume thing where we understand that it's happening in their minds, right? It's happening in their head when they lock the fuck in. But like there are special effects on how that works. But in reality, like they just do the thing that they do. They have that. They have the zone. They have the zone effects. It's pretty cool. And I think like the one who's gonna make the animation for this are the one responsible for Mao Mao, I think, if I remember correctly. There was just agreements of like who's gonna do the animations for Subaru because they're already looking for animators in the few start of the chapters. Again, none of the chapters is out yet, but like they're like at this point in the production, they're already asking for like who are like the best animators to do this because they were supposed to get David Prod, but like David Prod is busy with Steel Ball Run. So they're gonna find, and I think the better one, again, none of this is like, I don't have any sources, this is all made up. But like I think like the one that they're looking for is the same people who made Mao Mao. Because like of like how good they are in like animation. But then again, they don't really have any like experience with cars. So we don't know. But I can tell for sure, again, no sources, is all made up. I can tell for sure that like the Subaru is a lot like much more grounded in terms of like initial D, not much more realistic, but it's much more grounded in what initial D stands for, right? Like, you know, the pyramid fucking Tansai drift to kasi mga this, and then like they actually do the fucking effect things. Yeah, they do that. as opposed to like whatever the fuck they're doing in MF Ghost. Because MF Ghost is very like grounded. It's very like realistic in a sense. Like it's a very, you know, that's what they do in on a close motorsport. This is not close motorsport. This is much more like street racing. You missed the thing! Like they did the fucking Icarus flight and it's cute and then it goes full tilt. Suna! Baby! No, you're very tired, Suna, Bibim.
Finally, we made it! So far.
Come on, Bibim. Dreaming angel. What's a nice song? I just really like it. You know what's crazy is that like they kind of like I have a belief that like Zealous Zone Zero devs like they took inspiration from Arc Knights or like Arc Knights or like Hypergriff. Hypergriff is basically just a fucking like, you know, like a music production company, you know, cosplaying as a game developer company. I don't think they're like a game dev. They're just trying to be like wannabe game devs because like the song that they make, the fucking song that they make is fucking amazing. Arcknight's music is like fucking crazy. They go full tilt on this. There's like this one song that I really really like. Not the Enfield one. This is like original Arcknights, actual hypergriffs on their like hypergriff on. Oh dang! Was it like CC? I think it was CC.
Look around you,
Everything's alright? I need to see. There was one where like it was with the Casimir's like thing. found it. Okay, I'm heading out. I'm going to start to take a head off of my car. Wait, you haven't do stream? Tell me what the fuck happened to the car. I was doing a mountain run and had my timing skip. Oh fuck, I just saw that. Yeah. Oh, wait. Explain. Hold on. Before you go, I need to know, cause like, I skipped that thing. Did you hear things, or did you just shut it off immediately? Cause you know exactly what's gonna happen here, right? Pistons banging onto valves. Like, bent valves. Fucking, like, you know, no, like, no compression. Bent out of shape heads. What? God help us. Kami-sama help you. You know, worst case scenario, like, your cams are cooked. Right? Like, no, like, light case scenario, your cams are cooked. At least your valves are fine. Worst case scenario, your number of your valves are bent. Which is, in this economy! In this economy! Oh. Shut up, trying to turn it over by hand. I could hear them touch, so, oh yeah, those are bent valves. Well, if you can already hear them touch, they already did touch. And if you try to like turn it off and you already hear the first three pings, yeah, no, they already smashed too hard. They're already bent out of shape. They probably can like still pump out of the up and down, but like, just hope that your valves are still okay. Like your valve seals are still okay. Like the valve seats are still okay. Because if they also was forcibly bent out of shape, you are absolutely fucking cooked. You know you can't like you know when the valve for those people who don't know about cars, so you have this thing called the head, the engine head, where all of your like literal valves like up and down, like, you know, this thing that looks like you know, this thing that looks like a stem, this thing that looks like this, right? This thing that looks like this. And then the worst thing that these things can happen is when they bent out of shape, and you don't want them to bend out of shape. When they go to a weird curve, you're cooked, because not only it damages the stem itself, but it's also where you're putting it in, like this thing, when you're putting it inside of this like hole right here, like this, you can see it, but this hole right here. So we're hoping that this thing, like, you don't see it, we're hoping that this is like the stem, the valve stem itself. When your valves are crooked, usually they bent from here. But the worst case scenario, not see what's up. We're talking about like what's hoped when your engine gets broken, and it's about the valves. Your best hope is for this part to break here, not inside here. You know, reference engine 100% go. Interference engine, what? Yeah, they're so good. So when you're cause like when your piston is going up and down, right? Like, you know, like it's going up and down shit. Like this is a very good picture. When your piston is going up and down, these things, when this goes up, these two valves close and they go up too, right? And then when they go down, one of these valves will go down. Now on a timing skip, this will go up, but this will also go down, making them bend. What you don't want to do is have this bent inside here. Depending on how much the head, a head is, I just replace the entire head. If it's too much, I'm going to like do a rebuild. That's like, I like how you're confident to easy to say that when you know it will take around 15 fucking hours to do this thing, just to check if none of this will be like none. You don't have to like do any sort of like rebuild whatsoever. I love the fact that like you're confident to just like, yeah, it will just take a lot of like, you know, just to check the thing to see if they replace the entire head, and then like if not, I'm just gonna do a rebuild. Not, you know, not the nonchalant to just say that like this will actively take like 7 to 15 hours to do. You know, considering things are gonna go right. And mind you, this is coming from a person who have experience doing vehicles. Oh yeah, I had to pay a shop to do it. It cost around $4,000. Rest in peace to the fucking people who's gonna do your fucking thing. I hope they don't. Well, let's just hope they don't fuck it up. But like, 4,000 is a huge chunk. Like I don't have like $500 in this economy. Much more so $4,000. That's fucking crazy. There's nothing ever goes right, and I'll have a beer and pizza. Like I like this again. That's like that is so the. God damn it. That is the so god damn it. Like scenario. It's one of those things that like, yep. The might as well. Like that's beer and pizza right there. Like, fuck, might as well. I like beer and pizza is just so universal to every mechanic around the world ever. I guess with the exception of like Islam or like Muslim countries. Because in Japan, like when the old men I remember the old men breaking like 3 head bolts. It's the gigantic bolts that connects the head, right? The head of the engine, the top of the engine, this thing, and then this thing. So there's like what? Like 16 or so bolts that connects to, and then you strip one of them. I know I know exactly what happens when the old man says, "Rana, can you order us pizza and some was it like Asahi Strong?" It's like, oh shit, something happened. And then I look at the engine, and then one of the two of the bolts are like standing there, but they're like bizarrely higher than everything else. It's like, this motherfucker did it. So yep. It's like, oh fuck. I'm just praying that the piston head is okay. It's probably not okay. Because if you already heard more than 3 things that they said, it already let's go. If I break a head bolt, that car counts as it's fucking days, because there's just 50% chance it may catch fire. The thing is, like, it's not even gonna catch fire. It's just not gonna run. That's a thing. It's just not gonna run. Because, like, that specific place, for people who don't know, like, this is the engine, this is the engine head bolts, right? Like, these things, right? So, like, the head studs, like, these things, right? These things. If any of these, like, either gets loosened or, like, just doesn't sit in well, the tendency for these things to happen is just, they will just, it will curve. It will tend to curve, like, the head, like, the mating surfaces will tend to curve. This thing will tend to curve on, like, the head part of it, right? This thing will tend to curve. And once it curves, air comes out. Once air comes out, you can't have, like, the gas explosion bullshit, because it will blow up. It will blow out on that particular small sliver of thing. Now, catching fire is one thing. It not being able to do the work is another problem. I mean, I'll set it on fire. Oh, I'm a proud owner of a tap and die set extractor, but I never use none of them. I'll be damned if I use them. Exactly. You know what? I'm so palommed. I'm so palommed that, like, I'm so on top of the shit, right? I'm so on top of the shit that this is hanging beside my thing. If it fucking works. I'm trying to, like, here. I have this right there, like, on the cabinet right there. I have these things ready, and these are made from, like, 1978 steel. Like, I'll be damned to use any of these. Like, I'll call that engine slurs in, like, 9 different dimensions, because, like, how the fuck did you break? And when you tightening it the right spot, and you hear this fucking sound of, like, tidge. Yeah, no. For those people who don't know yet, this is what it sounds like when you break your head studs. Here. This is what it sounds like. So PTSD to mechanics, right?
How bad could I possibly be? Let's see.
That one. When that shit happens.
Yeah. To
Metro!
That can happen, that one. I'm already traumatized. We need to hear. We need to hear. We need to hear the fucking like head stud break. Without the bullshit like I have to like type it down. The thing is like I don't think the thing is like, I don't think ARP is bad. Like, ARPs are bad products. I think ARP are like the best, but like there's just the fact that like you have the like they literally gave out like a spec sheet when you're putting lube and tightening it with the amount of degrees. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that like well that click is okay, but if you hear like a shred like a sound and then all of a sudden from tight loose, oh we're cool. Yeah, that woo is from the soul. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. When the fucking bolt snaps. I can almost get 100% guaranteed when they say this they saying they don't snap the entire time. They is saying don't snap the entire thing there. Yeah, don't snap, yeah, exactly. Uh I like there's like tutorials. I like there are tutorials now to like how to like remove over tightened bolts. It's not giving me videos.
Yeah. To
Metro!
yeah. Yeah.
It's the hold on.
Dude, I feel like
The joke level 1 player refused to leave unfinished. In 1990,
What the fuck was that? Don't give me tutorials, bro. Don't give me. I like there's a video. There's a video of like let's like over tighten bolts for no reason. Ah! There it is! That one! When that shit happens! When that shit happens, yeah, I'm killing motherfuckers on the street in GTA 6. When this shit happens, yeah, no, you'll see me in the fucking wanted list. You see? You see? You see what? Again, this is why I don't trust OEMs. I don't fucking trust OEMs. They have the tendency to do this shit. They have the tendency to do this shit. But it's OEMs. I know it's OEMs. I get it. But sometimes they fucking get their fucking bolts straight from China and then have these on like 7071 as opposed to the 90, like to the 9000 grade fucking like head bolts from ARP. Ever since then, like even us like Japanese, right? Even us Japanese, we don't trust the one that is made by OEM. We don't. In every car that like Kazama Motorsports did, all of them fucking imports ARP bolts because those are the only ones who can sustain like high amounts of like fractional like distrust on the engine itself. Why fractional distrust? Because like you don't know how much you can trust the bolt it has from the thing. You don't trust this fucking OEM shit because it can break because of like how varying they were built. As opposed to like the ARP where like they're built the same way. You know? Some things that needed to be upgraded. Balls I always upgrade. Oh yeah, me too. That's the least satisfying snap ever. Because you know, you counted. Here's the thing. You know you counted. What's insane part? You know you put like fucking blue Loctite on it. You have to put blue Loctite on it. Or sometimes orange lube for it. Blue Loctite or like orange, depending on what engines you for Mitsubishis and Subarus and Toyota 1Js, we use the orange thicker lube, right? And then we put that thing, we smear that thing in. We do the likes of, do I have a bolt? Yeah, we do the thing. For example, this is the bolt, right? We do the thing. We do one, and then we do this. Right? We do one and then we do this. Right? And then now, that's good to go. Now, you fucking turn it and then you know it's like, for us it was like what, 255 Newton meters? And then like if you have the orange lube, 255 newtons and from 0 to, let's say, 35 degrees. So bop, and then right that. If it breaks in like the bop, and then like the fourth bop and it snaps, yeah, no, I'm killing people. I'm actively fucking killing people. Because like it literally said there, specifically, it's literally almost like 4 to 5 turns, right? 4 to 5 turns until 255 Newton meters, and it says there 275 and it fucking snaps, yeah, no, I'm killing people. The snap make me want to smoke a cigarette and go home. No, I'm actively like going violence. You know, I woke up and then like work on an engine and then like by afternoon I'm in jail. This is in GTA 6. You know, like local kami-sama fucking eradicated like 16 fucking like neighborhoods because of the like engine snap. Yeah, no, because like you can't like, the physics cannot lie to me. The actual engine the engine mapping fucking told me it's 255 and fucking 35 degrees. You're telling me at 178 you fucking brake? Yeah, no, whose fault is it? You know? Whose fault is it? I followed the fucking thing. I know the tolerance of this fucking engine. This fucking thing is made out of iron cast. And then you have the fucking rights to snap, or you have no rights to snap. You have no rights to snap, like you're fucking like, you know, like a handless person. Pilom. Yeah, no. The last time I did work on an engine, and they had me tighten it was a 4AGE. A 4G engine, like a Toyota Corolla engine. And then it was like a small like 4-banger, like naturally aspirated. It was meant for like a full tilt like endurance racing, right? But they don't have the turbo, it's NA. And then there's this one bolt that like I had a feeling it's going to snap because they refused to tell me to upgrade to ARPs and they wanted the fucking Toyota goddamn like bolts. And I said this, okay, here's the thing. I don't want to fuck this up. I know it's going to snap. I'm not gonna work on it. If you want me to push through this, and this is your 6th fucking thing out of like the 12 bolts, this is your 6th bolt, right? This is your 6th bolt. I have managed to take in 5, except for this one bolt, right? I'm not gonna take the other bolts in because like this thing will snap. So if you wanna go with this, I want a guarantee assurance with this. I don't want to turn this bolt. You do it. And then the driver was like, no, but you're the mechanic. No, I'll tell you what to do, but I'm just letting you know. This will snap. And if you want to proceed with it, you fucking turn it. And then so he does. And then what's the torque? Pana? It's 185 with fucking 25 degrees. Go! It's like, do it now? It's like, do it now and do it this way. Okay, I position him quite fantastically on how I do it. He looks comfortable. He's fucking confident. Okay, he fucking pulls the palom. Literally at 126 fucking 0 degrees! 126 Newton meters, the fucking head bolts like fucking snaps. You hear the shit. You hear that shit at 125. And the fucking stare I gave it was like, I fucking told you so. I told you so. And how I knew, right? How I knew? Because the bolt itself has some sort of discoloration. Surprise Pikachu face. He looked at me with a surprise Pikachu face. I fucking stared at him as if I'm gonna kill him. You know, I gave him this. I gave him the fucking I gave him the fucking Freren stare. Like, I gave the motherfucker this. I was so fucking mad. I gave him the fucking Freren stare. But I wasn't fucking around. Because I saw the discoloration on the head bolt itself. I wasn't fucking around. You know? Like, I saw the motherfucker and I gave him this. I wasn't fucking around. It's like, I told you. I fucking told you. It will snap. You didn't fucking believe me. It's like, how did you know this? Like, because I'm a fucking mechanic. But, you know, if you guys wanna know how, I knew it because there was a discoloration on the bolt itself. And just to make it easier for the person, I told him, don't do it. Let's not use these bolts. Because this will snap. And then it was like, no, go ahead because it's the only thing I can afford. Now you can afford shit no more. Because you have to pay for this fucking labor. And then you have to pay for ARP bolts. Motherfucker paid like around 11,000 yen for like the upgrade on the head. And then I know because he already took off the head bolts before. So it's now fucking 11,000 yen. And then on top of it, it's 36,000 fucking yen! So you're telling me you're broke already, you can't pay 11,000 yen, and then you're on top of that is 36,000 yen for fucking ARP bolts. Are you fucking kidding me? It makes me fucking mad. That's why I give him the Freren stare. It's all tiresome moment right there. Because it is! Because it fucking is! And like, it's only a fucking 168 fucking horsepower 4-backer from a goddamn Corolla from his goddamn grandpa. And his grandma probably took this motherfucker out like 9 times before because his grandma was a sick-ass racer back in the day. And it doesn't help that he's also races too, so he probably like took off this motherfucker before too. Right? And I know, like, but Panay, shouldn't you be like replacing bolts whenever you... But these are people who can't replace their bolts because it's expensive. That's the thing. They have the fucking ability to race all day, but they don't have the chance to like take care of their engines because they throw this they bang this fucking like engines are like they bang these fucking cars around. and then they don't have time to like, you know, maintain the thing because like it will get trashed. It's an endurance race. Majority of the things, like your fresh new bumper after a fucking 14-hour endurance race, it's all gone, you know. So it's very common for these things to get like, you know, to get beat up in the 15-hour endurance race, and it kind of makes sense why that's the case. But like, for fuck's sake, I literally told this guy, please just add 7,000 yen more, so for like a few for a few ARP bolts, you know. And he just said no. And now from a fucking 7,000 to fucking 36,000 yen. Okay, whose fucking issue was that? The mechanic crash out moment was 100% justified because it is. You know, like I told him, I was like, yo, this is going to like snap because I assume you already like, you know, it was already bent out of shape, or like, you know, it's already twisted out of shape, but already out of spec, and you probably like done this like what, fucking 4 or 5 times before, and majority of these bolts can survive 4 or 5 times, like removing and like taking out and removing, taking out and removing, taking out and removing, right? It needs to like be changed. That's just how things are. And then like he said, no, because I want to save money. Like I'll just like drop 11K on it, like 11,000 is 110,000, like $110,000 on it, right? So okay, fine, let's fucking do it. From 110,000 to 400 fucking thousand, like 400 fucking like dollars. Now for you Americans, probably $400 probably nothing, but in Japan, $400 is really something. You know, it's literally 40,000 fucking yen worth of work, and it's like. He looked at me like it was Pikachu face, and I fucking stared at him because I was frightened. I stared at him like I was frightened because he looks like a demon to me. Like I was so fucking ready to cast Zoltrak on his motherfucker face. I'm not mad because I fucking told you so. You know, fucking Shinji, you palom, huh? Motherfucker, you fucking same name as that kind of EVA goddamn anime. Shinji Okihara, you palom. What the fuck do you think's gonna fucking happen with your goddamn 83 palom fucking like A86, huh? You thump. It's equivalent of someone just hired me to do the bodywork on their car, and that they rally. Yeah, 400. That's a bill for 30 minutes of work from a plumber. You know, because it's 400 because like it's the part we have already parts on hand, and this was back in 2006, 2015, 2014. So again, $400 is a lot back then, right? $400 was like a lot back then. The at the shop is $200 an hour per work. Oh no, because this is in Kazama Motorsports, we just happen to like, you know, these are race cars. You know, these cars probably will take much more money to get them legal to be ran in the public street. So they just like hang out in Ebisu Circuit. They don't come out of Ebisu Circuit. Usually, majority of these cars do not come out of Ebisu Circuit. But because of these smaller cars, right, it's not a matter of like the money that we make from it. It's the matter of like how much mastery we get. The 31,000 yen. Yeah, 31,000 yen per hour. That's pretty fucking good money. That's good money. That's actively good money. I can do a lot with 31 to 35,000 yen. I could do like if I'm retired now, so like I don't do work, right? But I would love to have 30,000 fucking $30,000 like 30,000 yen per hour. I would fucking do that. That's fucking gangsta shit. For the work, yeah, no, I do that shit, but that's not how that works in Kazama Motorsports, though. It's like it's different. So anyway, going back to the story, like I fucking look at this guy, and he gave me the fucking you know, the fucking meme of like this fucking thing. Like Shinji fucking gave me this fucking emote, bro. In real life, he gave me this fucking emote. And I swear to God, my hands are this. My hands are this. I was holding the wrench, and my hands are this. Like, you can see the veins. You know? Like, one more move from his fucking muscle, and I will fucking, this fucking wrench will go straight in his brain, bro. You know, like after we hear the gigantic palomalom snap and you're giving me this. You're giving me this? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I like how you're able to pull that image up with no delay. No, because like I know you know what keywords I use? I use the eheble. Eto ble. There's a proof. I use the eto ble. Like fucking thing. Bro, I makes me mad every time. Like to me that's like the Shinji incident. That's like the fucking Shinji incident. Like I hate that guy. That's a great that's true. That's a great anime by the way. Fuck me, like it makes me mad. Every time I see that fucking stupid ass green ass A86 that's barely fucking painted. With a stupid ass like silver fucking head cover for his fucking stupid ass engine that's like dusty as fuck. With a very smooth out super slicks because it's a fucking race car, right? Okay, I understand, whatever, fuck. But it makes me mad whenever I see his face and then I see that event because it makes me want to kill me. It makes me want to kill him. Like I just can't. Like somebody fucking stop me, guys! Somebody fucking stop me! If I kill you, if I fucking see you, Shinji, I will fucking kill you! Kurosao! Kurosao! Shinji! Shinji! Makes me mad. In through the nose, yeah. I was doing the you know, I was doing the It's okay, Rana. The ball, the snap ball isn't in the room right now, bro. Like the fucking bolt snap, and so does my patience. The bolt snap, and so I did. But the satisfaction about that is like, like he gave, like, like he allows, like, you know what, Rana, you were right. It's like, and then I just gave him a straight jab at his like fucking like solar plexus. He was like curling on the floor. But like I gave it a flare instead, was curling on the floor. It was justified because like my dad saw, it's like, the fuck, Rana, what did you do? It's like, no. And then she was like, no, it's fine. Daijoubu. I allow it. Okay, like, my dad sees me. I saw my dad. I threw the wrench on the ground. It's like, what the fuck happened? What did you do? And then, like, my dad looked at the engine and he saw, like, one of the bolts didn't have the head on it. It's like, oh, you fucked up. It's like, oh, you fucked up. That's a you problem. You're gonna have to make it up to Rana now. For the next 2 weeks, I made that guy suffer. Mind you, he's the one who break his own engine, and I made him suffer. Because, you wanna fucking play games? Wanna play fucking stupid games? Okay, this is your fucking stupid ass reward, motherfucker. Like, I made him suffer for like two fucking weeks. Like, I made him like, because usually we're the one who makes, like, who puts in our tires for the rims for the customers, except for him. I'll do the 3, and I'll make him do 1. And he'll struggle, and he can't like say help because he knows what the fuck he did. Like every time we work on an engine, he's always going to be doing the oil change part, and he's always gonna fuck it up. 2 weeks. Don't allow it so I can feel. Don't allow it so I can feel better. Cause the thing is, like, I allow it because I fucking solar plexus him. And he was on the floor. I was like, oh, you fucked up. And then the thing is, like, every time he fucks up, you can see the fucking up on his A86. Despite how much he fucked up on that car, and how much I'm angry at that green ass fucking 86, like, he still loves this car. He loves the car more, actually. Because, like, I think his girlfriend was like, hey, maybe we should, like, Maybe we should like get you a real car. You know, like a Corolla or like a fucking like an Accord, right? And it was like, no, I love that car. That car is fantastic. And then the girlfriend comes to me, it's like, Rana, do you agree with this? Like, do you think I agree with him existing? Like, every time he comes in here, all of he is a headache. Yeah, go ahead, go. Don't break the headstand. No, don't break the headstands. You will see this in your dreams. You will see this in your dreams. Don't do that. You'll see me in your dreams. Even if I don't know, and then you snap that head, you know I can feel it. You know I'm in your dream. You know I'll be in your back of your mind saying, "What the fuck did you do that, Dad? What the fuck did you do that? I didn't allow that shit." Hilarious. Everything's alright. Don't you put that away, Ricky Bobby. Hilarity. Oh, did you know, guys, that what was that anime? What the fuck was that anime? The one where they fucking take drinks on the balcony, like on the side of the street, and or the like on the lawn. It goes like, Bobby, damn it, that guy. We have a Japanese version of that actually like aired in Japanese stations. What was that? Redneck King of the Hill. Yes, King of the Hill. Yeah. King of the Hill actually aired in Japan. That's why I know that meme. Yeah, we have a Japanese dub on it. It's not copyright, guys. I'm just trying to.
よう、タバコなんてやめろよ。お前のそんな格好見てると薬中みたいに見えるぜ。それに吐いた煙のニコチンでこっちが頭痛くなっちまう。なあ、もうやめろってばよ。おい。
Hilarity. So yeah, we have a Japanese version of that. It actually aired in I sell propane and propane necklaces. Let me see if I can find a Japanese version of that. We have like the damn it, Bobby's like, Bobby, kusayaro. This was fucking funny. Funny. Maybe it was in this one too.
Hey, まったくなってないな、ボビー。お前はどこの国の人間だ？
アメリカだよ。
そうだろう？ならどうしてそんなヨーロッパのナチ野郎みたいなちまちましたせこいタバコの吸い方をするんだ？
どういうことだよ。
どういうことだよ。Hilarious. We literally just have that. That's so funny that like we have King of the Hill I like they put English subs on a Japanese dub of an English show. Yeah, I don't look at one. I think you can. I think you can because it's not settled in by a company. It was like a redub of a certain like TV Tokyo, I think. So you should be okay. Also the fact that like I think there's a lot of like love of Japan in King of the Hill, despite it being a fucking Texas anime. It's literally a Texas anime, right? But despite that, like, Texas really like, or like maybe like King of the Hill, but like Texas really love Japan. Like unironically, like they love Japan. The way we love American the culture, you know, like the barbecue steak type shit, you know, like that like the canonical American pastime, or like the canonical American, you know, like cookout, right? We want to do that in Japan, but we don't have the space to do it. It's so bizarre. And then, like, I don't know if you've seen Twitter, but there has been this like exchange student scenario, right? Where like the Japanese are now learning from the American cookouts, and then the American, you know, are learning from like the Japanese style of camping things. The Texans love Japanese people. It's so bizarre. Like the thing is like the like Californians are like, you know, they're oh my god, the fact that like some of the Texans know what like kintsugi is. Kintsugi is like the ability of like putting gold into broken things. The fact that like they know that shit, that I've heard that in fucking in King of the Hill. Like, this motherfucker know art culture? What the fuck was that thing? Suge! Ah, Texanjin, suge! Walom. Sideways. Yeah, 120 when I live in Texas a few years, people will talk about Japan or been Japan and other countries. That's so crazy. That's so funny. Like, they know the culture. Like, for fuck's sake, like, I know one who was from, I know this for sure, because I was in airline physics back then. We had this like what was it, like we had this like class, right? Like the social social cultural class, right? And like we have to do like Japanese cultural, you know, cultural things, and sometimes we have like exchange students over, right? So you have this like very thick Texan accent, fucking Japanese. So like, you know, the type of like watashi no, you know, like, you know, John Sandes, you know, that like that one, right? Like very Texan accent Japanese. But like we have this thing where we had to do like the green tea ceremony, like the tea ceremony thing, and we have to like mix the matcha with the broom looking bamboo stirrer, right? And the fact that like this guy who was like, you know, like he's kind of big, he's kind of like 170 kilograms, 180 kilograms, you know, he's kind of big, he's kind of fatty, but like the fact that like he fucking knows it to the T, like it's just funny because like this absolute Texan of a man with a fucking twang, like whenever he says things in Japanese, you get this fucking Texan twang of the yeehaw. You can hear the yeehaw from his skin, right? You can see the yeehaw from his skin. But the fact that like he knows the steps to do classical, traditional like cha ceremony is fucking crazy to me. Because this guy had the fucking like yukata out, and then like the fucking you know, the geta, you know, like the shoe. Then they have this fucking like the place in the tray and the placement of the hands. It's fucking crazy looking because this gigantic kind of fatty American fucking is like flawless doing it as if he fucking lives in Shinjuku. Motherfucker lives in Fukuoka or something. It's so funny. Some Texans I know are calling Japan the Texas of Asia. That's so funny. You know what? That might be right. Especially the more south you go. You're right, because they do have like bogan levels of like engineering. Like backyard engineering. Yeah, I live in one of those areas too. Like full tilt backyard engineering. Saitama nearby Ebisu Circuit. In Chichubu. Yeah, full tilt like backyard engineering type shit. Like you guys call it like redneck engineering. That's just like backyard engineering to us. You know, we do it flawlessly still, but like that's same fucking merit. You know, all we need is a fucking cowboy hat and fucking legalizing guns. Surprisingly, they're very good at it. It's so funny that they're so fucking good at it. I'm not lying. I'm full tilt not lying. Like there is also this another, like, I'm not sure if it's Texan or from Arizona, I'm not sure. But like, there's this guy from the South, again, with the same twang, but different kind of like, Southern twang. I assume he's from Florida, like, or Arizona, whatever. But like, there's this like different twang American, he's black. But like, the fact that like, so we had this thing about like learning how to do engineering in a sense that like we have to do the Takumi way of doing things, right? Like when things are broken, you just have to improve the one thing and then improve one over and then improve one over and then improve one over, right? And we have the thing where like we have this like internal culture before you go into the stations, right? Like you have to like do some sort of like, you wash your hands to the elbows, blah blah. And then you wear your, okay, this is a very Japanese thing. I don't know if you know this, but like we wear the gloves left side first then right side, like left side first then right side. That's just like in the showmanship of like, when you're being trained as a mechanic. Left hand first then right hand. And then you have to like inspect your deck, which is like the one like your cabinet that's full of like tools. And then you have to check it like up, like look from left to right and left to right and left to right, and then close and next thing below left to right, that one, just to inspect the completeness of the tool, right? Usually they don't know that because like they don't teach you that. We do it because we just are raised like that, right? A guy comes in, does the exact same thing as if he lived there for like 7 fucking years. He was an exchange student 2 weeks ago. And then the explanation was like, how the fuck do you know? That's like, oh, because we do this at home. It's like, really? So yeah, we have like Snap-on and things like that, and we do the same thing at home. It's like, oh shit. So that's pretty broad, Rana. There's like spans of 11 cents. I don't know, I'm sorry, but like I can only hear the twang on how he speaks Japanese in my brain right now, and I wish I could telepath it to you, right? I can hear him saying words, but in a very like southern twang. Because it's not like California or like Valley Girl shit or like normal American, it's not. It's very South. I know the very South like twang. Like it's like very King of the Hilly type shit. Texas is a whole ass day of driving to get across the Palom sideways. But yeah, so again, I can't tell you like what is, but I can definitely tell he's from the South because like he doesn't have like the normal American accent, right? Like the normal like in the city accent. That's a different one. No. It's a very American King of the Hilly type shit. So again, we had the thing, and it's like I guess like he said, oh, we just do the same thing at home, except for like the looking at the tools from left and right. I just followed what you did. But like we do it the other way around. But the idea is we gloves in first, and then we wash our hands from the elbow in, and then like we gloves in, and then we do the same thing. The way we open the thing, and then we look, it's the same. My dad did the same thing when he was working on fucking bikes, on those big ass fucking choppers. Like the overhead chopper things, right? Like like your hand over your shoulder type shit. Like handlebars chopper bikes, right? And he does the same thing when his dad was like doing that exact same thing. I was like, that's kind of fucking crazy because like he managed to adapt to the culture quite easily because he didn't had a problem with it. I knew some Europeans went to my school back then and had trouble doing that, doing some sort of culture, especially Polish people. Sorry, Polish people. Gyro checks, but that's because I work on medical while doing mechanics while buy your own tools and everything had a spot to get checked. Yeah. They exactly do that. It's kind of palom. Because like the ape hangers, I guess it's the one like the American chopper thing, like the one with like it's not like the super bike you lean in forward type shit. No, it's like you lean back, lean back, and then like you got this like thing where like you're doing the Superman But it's the handlebars and it's palom things. Orange County American Chopper type thing, you know. You know, like the Orange County American Chopper things, you know. This one, like, you know, like the fucking Orange County American Chopper things. That one. This thing. By the way, like, I would love to see. I would love to see a thing like this, you know, like I have only seen one in this country here in Homeland. I've only seen two in Japan, but I never seen a neighbor who actually would like take me for a spin with this. Because like this thing sounds crazy. Like in real, not in the videos you probably heard like grr, grr, grr. Yeah, no. It's different in real life. It's these are crazy in real life. And I want to like, you know, be a passenger of one because I'm terrified of like riding these things. But like I would love to like be like a passenger in this, and it's like because that's gonna be like the craziest fucking experience ever. OC Choppers is a joke now? Oh, I guess so. If you look up ape hangers, you'll see what I'm talking. Ape hangers, okay. Handlebars, okay. Oh, Lamau, this is like extensive. Like you have to. That's so funny. That's so high. No. Like something like this. There's something like this. Like this one. This is like the American one. Yeah, this thing. This guy. Look at this guy. Right, like or look at this guy. Yeah, what I would love to be in a passenger of this. They're not made to act. They're not made to actually ride. It's like I mean, like these are very very high. That's so hilarious. But like I've seen like decent one, like the one that like does like long cruising type things, right? So I again I want to be a passenger of one. Like this thing, I want to be a passenger of one because like this looks fucking crazy to me. Like, you guys would be like so palom with JDM shit and whatever. Like, as a Japanese, because this is not something we see every day. This is like a very like crazy invention that the Americans like full tilt. Yeah, you can call this this is American culture right here. This is full tilt American culture. Like, it's so hard to find something of this caliber because I can tell it's full tilt America because of like had the high displacement engine and the thick fucking tires, the front and then the back. Like this thing, like it's very palom, very palom. Lower ones are actual style. The super tall ones are jokes. Yeah. But yeah, like I've seen like you know like this looks like a very nice one. Like these ones are actual like handlebar. Again, like this is like in my eyes, this is like you know, this is like quintessential American. You know, it's the same thing with like my fascination with muscle cars. Like I call them like, you know, I call them like boats, land boats, haha, they can't steer, ha ha ha. You know, they can't turn. But like despite how much I make fun of them, I like muscle cars because like they're not like the things that we do. You know, it's not like the very like highly engineered, like not like extremely precisely engineered low displacement vehicles that's made for the mountains. No. Like very tight mountains. No. It's not that. Like these are like muscle cars are like crazy looking. Like they are very, you know, like these things, right? Like, you know, like forgive like the new Mustang, but like that also includes the new Mustang, or like the whatever the thing. But like these things, right? These things, like it's very quintessentially American. Like there's just something with this that even us, the Japanese, physically cannot replicate this thing. Like if you modernize this thing, it will still be quintessentially American. Despite how GM is, like, you know, Ford, GM, Chevrolet is. Despite how it is, right? Like, you cannot, there's no way we could replicate something like this. or like replicating itself isn't even like the right thing to say. Like there's nothing that we can do to make like thing, because you guys made this. It's the same thing, that that's why you guys can't do a fucking Supra or a GTR or a RX-7, right? Because like you guys are fucking good at this. Americans are fucking good at making things like this. Like this is American culture right here. It's a matter of the types of roads that we long straight. Yeah. I think it's because of that. It's because of like the land boats doesn't require tight turns, right? That's why it's kind of fucking crazy to see this on a toge. Because like these things can all of a sudden can fucking turn, right? It's like seeing a goddamn like whale shark being able to like steer as fast as a fucking like long tail shark, right? You know what I mean? Like that to me, right, as a Japanese who's like very fantastic, like, oh, 86 to right? To the fucking drift things. Like, I like these. Like I like this. I don't want to own one because I'm not rich enough to like displace amount of like gasoline to this. You know, it would be I will say if I'm gonna ride something like this, it would be electric. Yes, I've said it. Like it's gonna be electric, but don't worry because I want the Ford's electrical motor so that like it can still displace into a 5-speed or a 6-speed transmission, and it's still gonna be rear-wheel drive. And then the battery is at the back here because it's again this motherfucker large enough anyway. But like, there's no way the whale shark, yeah, like there's no way I would be able to like. Maybe if I'm fucking rich, like maybe if I'm like imperially rich, right? Like I have like 5 million yen to fucking like spend every day, I would probably buy a real version of this. I would import something from this. But like, there's no way because these are just like your version of like a Ferrari or like seeing an RX-7 or a GTR. In my case, this would be on my walls. This would be plastered to my walls type shit. Because like these are things that I can see that like I will never get. The reason being is it probably is one of those like the Roadrunner. Oh fuck, the fucking famous Roadrunner or the Plymouth Roadrunner. Yeah, I like the Roadrunner too. The Roadrunner. Again, like any of the muscle car, I don't have any like, you know, I don't have any like bias like for the Shelby palom, right? Like I don't have any bias on as long as it's a muscle car, honestly. I don't want to drive one because it's probably one of those like meet the heroes type shit. Like don't meet your heroes type shit because I know how clunky these things are. I know how there's no power steering to this car, right? But like I want the fantasy of like seeing one, right? The seeing one but never being able to like own one. You know what I mean? Because if I'm ever gonna own one, I want this to be an electric motor with a battery at the back, and then like the electric Ford motor pumping into a 5 or 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic transmission, right? Because that still is gonna be rear-wheel drive. I don't want it to be like having a motor on wheels. No. Because like it's so nice. Like this is a very nice roomy car. You know what I mean? It's a nice roomy car. You know. It's a nice, roomy, like, nice to cruise around car, but like, you know, it's gonna be expensive if it's a gas engine. It's actually not that bad with slight modernization. Actually, it's fit for like an electrification. You know, if they put in a Ford electric motor, not the electric on the wheels. No, it's an electric motor. It's basically an engine that has a crankshaft. So like a good one would be nice. Cause I would love to see a modernized version of a 5.6. You know, or a fucking like a 91. You know, a 91 Stang modernized type shit. To disc and adding power steering if they don't have. But yeah. To me, I would probably put an electric motor in this. And then putting the battery at the back. And then the electric motor is stuck into the because like this is probably automatic transmission. Majority of these are probably automatic transmissions. So like it's stuck on an automatic transmission and into a real wheel. Because again, we're not gonna race this. This is good for like going around the place, right? Like going from one place to another type shit. Like from eight cities along type shit. You know what I mean? That one. I don't know. Like I just find it very nice. Like this is quintessentially American. Rather than blasphemy adding Ford anything but adding Ford to anything but Ford. Oh no, here's the thing. It's a Ford. It's a Ford fucking electric engine. Yeah, it's a Ford electric engine. Funny or most are actually manual, really. So yeah, this is the Ford electric engine. So this is a crank. This is a full tilt crankshaft. Yeah, but this is an electric engine. There's no for like what 30 for $4,000 you can make a 281 horsepower electric crate motor from Ford. They had some automatics like the 70% are manual. I think manual automatic it's fine. I you know both are good. Both are good. Electric, like as long as it's electric motor, this thing like a 281 horsepower electric rate, this is good enough. I would love to get this one because we know it's an actual thing that we can put into the engine bay of the car. We don't need to boost this. It's just is. You know, we don't need to boost this. It just is like a 200, like an almost 300 horsepower boat car. Yeah, no, like that's a very good sounding. Like they even fucking put it here on this like F100E crate. See, and it did have the same electric engine. You know, it's an electric engine. It has a battery at the bottom part. So they did this on this like old school like Ford F100. So I want this on a Stang, right? I want this on a Mustang. I want this on a Camaro SS. I want this on a Shelby. I want this on a Firebird. I want this on a fucking like you know like a goddamn you know a Superbird you know type shit. Got to remember the muscle era with 60s 70s auxiliary. Yeah, it's definitely a luxury, right? Like the one thing I'm at, because again, I don't plan to race a muscle car, especially in this economy. I don't plan to race a muscle car because like you know. I know they're not really like originally the muscle cars are not built for racing. They were just built because they were the car of the time. Right? And then the race car follows suit as opposed to like a fucking GTR, you know, like a Skyline GTR is made for racing. A WRX E series are made for racing. An Evo is made for racing, an FD is made for racing, right? An A86 bizarrely enough the Sprinter is literally made for like grassroots racing. It wasn't supposed to be for commoners, you know. It was built first for entry level grassroots racing or to qualification racing for what Group D, and then it became a commoners go-to car. But the Stangs and the Camaro SS and the rest of these things, I don't think they were made for racing. I think they were just made because at the time that was the car to use, you know, like there are more like 2-door, 3-door, 3-door, 2-door, 4-door muscle cars back then that are supposed to like a sedan that we have right now. Yeah, I mean like how about like a normal Stang because of NASCAR? That's true, but like you know like the normal Stang drag racing, hold on, like when they advertised the Mustang, what was it for? Like the 68 Mustang, right? I don't think they were made for it. I think they advertised it as a commoner's go-to car, like a fucking 67 Shelby, right? Magazine. Yeah, look. So see, look. See, look. So these cars, right? This look, they're not built for racing. They're built for the time. Quarter mile was a common back in the day. Yeah, but like, you know, like these tanks, right? Like the GT, of course, the GT ones are made for racing. Yeah, the GT, of course. But like the normal everyday, like low end, like muscle cars like this, right? The these things, right? Oh, it's another GT. Like I don't think they were built to like do racing. They were just built so that they can transport people. What model? It's the era of like what? Like late 60s, early 70s, early 80s type shit, right? Like I don't think this was built for racing. Like they were built because of the um yeah, see, look. See? Like I think these are just made for the way it was. Ads. Right, yeah, here. Let's try this. The Ramrod. Right? Or here, this one, this fantastic. The sensible alternative to money squeezing insurance strangling muscle cars of America. Like these ones, right? Not the spearheading muscle car thing. No. Like I'm talking about this. 6,000 RPM for less than $3,000, like type shit. Right? I'm not talking about the RT. No, because again, these are made for racing. I'm talking about like, you know, like this. Like my mother warned me about these things, like Dodge, like Chrysler thingy, right? You can see that these are not made for racing. They're made for like use. Muscle cars for the sports cars back. Yeah, that's true. But like muscle cars also like muscle cars in a sense. Classic muscle cars was like a general umbrella term nowadays because they will also include this, right? But let's say a sedan for the era of late 60s, early 70s, early 80s, they would probably consider this as a sedan, right? They would probably consider something like this as a sedan, as like a normal everyday driver, right? Like a 69 Cornet type shit. Again, like the muscle car is basically because they have the muscle to do racing, but like the rest, I don't think they were made for racing. You know, these one are made for racing. But the other advertisement, though, I don't think they were made for it. For example, this one is fantastic. See, I don't think they were made for. These are made for like, like the everyday use, or like the luxury use type shit. Muscle car trend started on the prohibition of the era of bootlegger liquor runners. Yeah. That's why I'm saying that like when I said like this one, like this is definitely made for the Corvettes. They're made. These are made for racing. No problem. Yeah, I'm talking about like the general umbrella term for this. Or so for example, this is like a Ford or vintage muscle cars type shit, right? You see? So you see what I mean? Like this is not advertising like a Dodge Dart. Like they're not advertising this for for uh for racing. And you can see, look, like they said this is a compact car. This is considered as a compact car. Nowadays we would see this as a sedan. But this would probably considered as a compact car apparently. Right? To them back then this was compact. Right? It was 1963 Dodge type shit, right? So these ones, right? I'm talking about this one. But like, the general umbrella term, these are considered as muscle cars though. Like this type of like situation, these are muscle cars, right? In the general consensus of term. Now, sports, like muscle sports cars, it would be this. But like the general umbrella for these types of old school classic cars would be just like a muscle car asses, right? So when that's when I say like muscle cars back then, like majority of the thing, like muscle cars back then are not, majority of them are not built for racing, and that's kind of like the thing that I'm trying to like point at. It's that like unless we say muscle sports cars, yeah, of course, we set them aside. The RTs, the Charger, the Hemis, whatever. Yeah, we put them to the side. The Super Bs, whatever. We put them to the side because, like, these are muscle sports cars. No, I'm talking just a general consensus muscle cars, right? Because we don't have this in Japan. We physically don't have these things in Japan. We don't. We have what it looks like, the Hakosuka. It kind of looks like a muscle car, but it's still a Japanese car, right? It's very Japanese in a sense because, like, we have the looks of a round headlight hako, you know, like box type thing, but it's not a American car because it's not, first of all, it's not wide. Just with the same factor, it's not fucking wide. And then the tire setup is not like, it's not thin in the front, thick at the back tire. No, the tire profile for both cars is like just thin. That's it. Right? Muscle cars in classic. Muscle cars are sporty and classic is everything else. Now the thing is, like, that's a problem. Because if we put it classic cars, Japanese classic cars would also put in the same thing. You know, this would turn in with a 67 fucking Trueno. Or like the Savannah RX-7. That's a classic car. But, you know, it's kind of hard to, like, identify. That's why I avoid the umbrella word classic car, because, like, for European, they also have their own classic car, but their own style. That's why, like, I only say, like, muscle cars for the general consensus of term, and then muscle sports cars for, like, the types of heavy and Hemi. And the RTs one, and, like, the Superbird ones. You know. We don't put hot rods because hot rods are part of the muscle sports car. We don't have that here. Just watch Kanata learn how much he heard from this last race. Hilarious. You know, that's why I say that, like, I to me, but this is just my consensus to, like, make things work, right? Because, like, for example, if you ask me, but now what is a muscle car? Like, muscle cars would be a fucking Savannah RX-7. That would be a classic car, you know. This thing, this is a classic car for us, you know. Also, you have that's true. You also have hot rods, which are modified cars to produce as much power as possible. I guess that's like, but the hot rods that we know are like the front open wheeled Plymouth fucking whatever the fuck that fucking car looking car. You know, the hot rods, you know, is like, you know, fucking like backyard fucking built race cars. like a fucking like what 787B, right? This would be a hot rod. Because it was built on the back of a fucking factory. Not in a factory. This was made in a warehouse. My understanding of a hot rod is taking a normal car and turning it into a super muscle dragster. That would be a... Oh, it's really hard to find a good dragster example, like a Japanese dragster. Let's see. What is a historical Japanese dragster? A Hakosuka, maybe. Yeah, but we don't have this. This is the problem. We don't have this. This is usually what a dragster have, right? What we have is like Inra type shit, these things, right? But this is like subjected to 91 drag racing, so this already got internationalized. When I talk about history, I don't think we have one of those. You know, these are like internationalized. Maybe an RX, maybe an R32. It's usually just R32s and Supras though, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we have something like this. Because these are like newer versions of a dragster. Like these are like when drag racing was a thing now in Japan. This was in like what early 90s, late 80s. right? But we're talking about like 60s drag racing. There was racing, but I don't think drag racing was a thing. You know, there you go. Like Inrush type shit from fucking Moon Eyes. This is the one. But this was in like back in like late 70s, early 80s. That's why I know. You know, it doesn't work because like you guys have a classical type of racing. We don't. Well, classical type of drag racing. We usually just have like racing just period, right? And then like of course eventually it gets internationalized, right? Like by the late 80s, early 90s, it internationalized. You know, American drifting starts in like fucking what, late 80s, early 90s, like 87 to 92, where you guys started like drifting. And then we started drag racing in 83 or something like that. So like, you know, it eventually it gets internationalized, but like naturally I don't think we have something like this. We do have like endurance racers. We have those. Ford Model A is the most quintessential hot rod. Right, but that's accurately fucking Full Tilt history. We're not talking about like, you know, like main modern day you know, cultural vehicles for countries of sorts. I think the reason there are two categories because you had cars in the 70 Capri and the Chevrolet Corvair. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But again, like I'm just gonna say just for no to cap on this is that like essentially, right? Japan doesn't have the closest thing that we have as a muscle car is a fucking Hakoska. This thing. This or like an RX-7 Savannah. That is like the closest thing we have for a muscle car. Unfortunately, it's not. You know what our true muscle car is? It's not even a muscle car looking. It doesn't even look like a muscle car. It's this thing. This is our version of a muscle car. You know what the other is that you guys spurn to for some fucking reason? It's this thing. This thing. Two. We have two modern day muscle cars. The Supra and the R32 Skyline. That's it. What do you think of the souped up K trucks? You mean hold on, let me see. You mean this? you mean this? Well, this is by Roddam. Like not by Roddam. We have this. Yeah, so these are the original Japanese is that a Baka Supra? Yeah. We have this. We also have the complete opposite of this. We have K drift cars, right? So Kinokuni's fucking Jimny is the other one. Yeah, we have this. So this is Kinokuni's drift Jimny. You know, I have my culture. I grew up in the racetrack. I grew up in the racetrack. It's called Ebisu Circuit, where it's like this is our commonplace. We have this thing. You know, Kinokuni's fucking Kinokuni's like drift Jimny, and the other one which is like the K truck. Do you like them though? Of course, because I helped build one. They're fun to build because like you can go full tilt insane on the engineering. Like no one will stop. Your limitation is the size, which is like the one thing I like, because the fact that you have the size limitation. So you can make shit like this, right? You can make independent arm length suspensions that is built into the cage of the thing. So you don't have a chassis, you have a cage. You know, I think that goes beyond that. Just I'm so in it that like majority of the things that I've learned from like how to do engineering on a race car is based from a K car like mindset or K truck or like a K series KEI K series engineering, because the space that you see it on my engineering too here. Majority you see whenever I do engineering in CAD, right, or like in SketchUp, you see me do cross members. It's because of this insane style. Yeah, I want a GTO or also the US the 300 VR4. Yeah, we have GTO. GTO is like pretty common in Japan because GTO was advertised as a rich man's like a middle class rich man's sports car. It's not the sports car, but it's like the sports car that you can afford. Like nowadays, it would be considered as a GT86 or a GR86. Like in the current day situation, current day scenario, it would be considered here. You're not gonna like this, but this is how it was back then. The Mitsubishi GTO for the Asian countries, especially for ASEAN and Japan, is considered to be like the fucking Infinity Infinity G37 in your country, or like the G35 in your country. It's a two-door sports car for the common folk. But pala, it has this fantastic fucking engine. It's super living, and it's yeah. I know. I'm aware. Yes, but it was advertised to be like that. Here, look. It was considered to be an ad for. Here, see, look. See? It's considered to be the fucking it's considered to be the what do you call that? Like the G35 of modern day. That's it. Not the fart can cars. No, it was actually just that. This is supposed to be a poor man's sports car. I'm dead serious. This was supposed to be considered as a poor man's Corvette or a poor man's Corvette or a poor man's NSX, because the NSX at the time was already expensive. Like when you buy an NSX, it was already full tilt expensive. And you know what's insane? Here's another fucking part of that with an FTO. Yes, an FTO, fucking rear engine, like a mid engine fucking car, is part of a Palombalom like collaboration with Star Wars. I'm dead ass. It was that cheap. It was that cheap style. It was meant to be like it was meant to be as good as the fart cars that you guys know. You fucking don't like to hear that, but like that's true. That's very true. It was literally made for that. Because like it's supposed to combat the ability that people cannot buy a sports car because the fucking Ferraris are too expensive, Lambos are too expensive, and so the fucking NSX is way too expensive. But the 3000 GT or like the GTO is very like it's very affordable at the time. It's like again, it's as expensive as Infinity G35, which is again, you guys don't like that, but like that's really how it is. It's not something expensive. It would be like nowadays with our current scenario, it would be probably around $35,000 brand new. At the time, it would be like that, like $35,000 brand new. Or if this is like 2019, it would be like 15 grand, 15 to 16 grand for a brand new GTO. The thing is, nobody bought it. FYI, nobody bought this car. Because they'd rather buy a much more expensive 45 grand in 2019 NSX. Which is, at the time, it was like around like fucking 1.7 mil or something. It was like 3 point something mil. 30 grand. So 3 mil, and the people can only afford around like 550 to 750 thousand yen vehicles. So this was considered to be cheaper because it's for 1.8 mil you can afford an actual sports car. because the NSX one at the time was 3.8 mil. Nobody can afford it. The G35, G37 had been relegated for the early 20s because of vehicle exhaust. Yeah. I know. They do the same thing. They do the same thing for Civics here in Japan. Like in Japan, they do the same thing for Civics, and bizarrely enough, they do the same thing for this. Again, like the crazy part is like if you own a Savannah RX-7, you know how to take care of this. Because the Savannah RX-7 has the same thing where like it has the maintenance at the back despite the engine being in the front. Mid-engine. Or if you own an MR2. If you own an old school MR2, you can definitely afford a fucking GTO. Again, actually like this and the MR2 actually are like the MR2 is actually here. There you go. See, look. The fucking MR2 is also the same thing. The older school MR2. This was considered to be an older school version of one of those. This would be the GT86. Where does the Countach fall? The Countach would fall to super high end. So in modern day, it would be considered as a BMW. Like nowadays in 2026, if you can afford a BMW, because the Ferrari at the time would be a Bugatti nowadays. Something like that. Yeah. So, if you can afford an MR2, you can definitely afford a GTO with just a little bit more money. So, let's put it in time, right? So, a normal A86 would only cost like 500 to like 600,000 yen, right? So, that's what a normal person job. Let's say we got socialized, right? Let's say we got like world socialism, right? And then you also guys have the Japanese wave of like culture. You guys decided to live in like a Japanese wave state. So in your state, like in America state, which is a Japanese territory, like the United like territories of Japan type shit, right? Let's say America got invaded by Japan, and then you're now a Japanese citizen, blah blah. Look, this now in fucking Texashima or something, or Floridashima, whatever, right? So in Floridashima, right, like you can get yourself an MR2 or a thing. So you can afford a A86 for like 550,000 yen to 600,000 yen, right? That's like the normal everyday common people's salary. If you work a little bit hard enough, you can own yourself a GTO or a Savannah RX-7, right? Or the lower case before that is an MR2. The one above it, you can afford something like a fucking like an R32 Skyline, right? Because that's now we're now stepping into like the 2 mil, 3 mil range. When you get to 4 mil to 5 mil range, that's the Countach. Because you can now afford something like absurdly exotic. That is like exotic, like top of the line vehicles, like Lamborghinis and shit, like Ferraris and shit like that. I love the mid-engine for weight distribution on twisties, but I hate working on mid-engines. Yeah, I think everybody does. Everybody does. They're very good. They're very good, like layout for a car. But Maruzensky's like Countach would be having the same problem as an MR2, because like the fact that like you have to work underneath the car, physically underneath the car, to just do fucking anything. You can't work much more on the top unless you have problems with wiring and shit. But like oil changes, you have to do it underneath. But majority of the car working underneath and like fucking like, yeah, I know that. Like, but the problem here is that like you have space in the front to do it. The back is busy. Here, let me show you on underneath of a Countach actually. Underbody Countach. So yeah, good luck working on this. Or better yet, good luck working on something like this. You can see it's too small. Yeah, good luck working on this type shit. Fucking crazy ass engine. Here, perfect. Yeah, good luck working on something like this. Mind you, Bancho, Maruzensky's Lamborghini Countach Tata, if something fucking breaks, she had to work something in the fucking middle of the car underneath it. That's how bad it is. That's full tilt how bad it was. I worked on an MR2 once. And I hated every single bit of it. It's like, why is everything in the fucking middle? God damn it. Like here, like I'll point you where the fucking oil filter is, right? Check this out. That's the oil filter right there. But it's easier to get. Really? The way you can open this thing is you have to open the latch from the top here, or like the one on the dashboard, and then it opens backwards. So now this is not underneath a hinge, and then you have to grab your hand and then do like that to reach upon a non-seeable fucking like oil filter that you can see a blue or a fucking black cylinder or a silver cylinder in that fucking whole direction. Because ain't no way you're gonna see that shit. I'm going to get been staring at my phone with just like this. That's my head most remaining, so see how it goes. Work on it! You can listen to me draft. You can put me to the side. You can just listen to me draft. I know you enjoy the into the thing, but like you can't work with your headphones if you can, watching the stream. You can put some radio station. But yeah, like it's this is stupid to work at. Now, if Maruzenki says that like, oh, she just kicks it, it kind of makes sense why. Eldritch Horror to do the thing, classic. Yeah, because like the problem with these types of engine, this is how you open this. Look, right? This is how you open this. The top part. Here, look. See, look. You have to open it like this, right? Fantastic, right? Cool. The problem is like you're not tall enough to go on top of the thing to reach. That's the biggest problem. You're not tall enough to reach the thing because of how wide. You don't understand how wide this thing is. It's really fucking wide. I'm procrastinating to be alone. I don't want to see the damage. On your mangao. Gawing. Yeah. Also the fact, Bancho, the wing. Sometimes the wing is like optional, right? There are like Kuntashes that doesn't have any wing. Yeah. The some of the Kuntash are like this. I think Maruzenski's Kuntash is the one that doesn't have any wing. But for you to say that, like, let's say this is how tall Maruzensky is, right? Marutenki senpai, she have to reach from here to here, and you have to like really do that. Like you really have to like you have to like do something. You have to do something like this. You have to do something like this, and you have to reach. And my body's right over there. Good luck doing that shit. It's fucking impossible. Or your engine, but like help me step mechanic. I'm stuck. Exactly. It's literally that. Actually, here, instead of doing this, let's watch this. Watch how it goes.
Oh my! That is Taco Tuesday.
Oh my goodness.
Extreme there.
Oh,
That is violent. God damn.
So, by the way, you saw how he opened the drain bolt, right? That's underneath like a whole ass collet. And on this, like on the flat underneath the car. You have no space to put your head underneath the car. You have to put this on the lift.
Oh my! That is Taco House, and it was such a great deal. But the cars have been sitting for a
Now, again, the car drives fantastic. I will agree. I wish I have the experience to like drive a Countach. I wish, but like there's no fucking way. I live way too long for this, and I already have a sports car. It's one of those cars that, like, if you have a sports car, you can never have another bigger sports car to drive on. It's like it is. Look, it's one of the bizarre Japanese cars. I don't know if it's true for the Americans, but like to me, it's one of those things that, like, if you have already driven a sports car, you cannot drive any more higher than the one that you have right now. Because I only driven an S15, a GT86, a GR86. I've sat in a Supra, a modern day Supra, an older school Supra, a Savannah, an RX-7, an R32 Skyline, a Hakoska, an A86. So I've driven and or ridden in both, but I can never go up one more than that. I cannot like fucking drive. I cannot like sit into a fucking Saleen or a fucking like, you know, like the Rolls Royce. No, you can't. This is why Maru says he also X1's passenger. Yeah, look.
Very, very long time. It turned out the Diablo, the 97 VT Roadster, was way more needy than the Countach. It's been up in the Wizards.
Honestly, I like the Diablo more. I like the Diablo more, but like the Countach is quintessential sports car. Like this is what my mom knows what a sports car looks like.
Last few months now, what happened with Torriker bought it. He only drove it 150 miles in 7 or 8 years. And the big
By the way, like these things, they drive on a truck spacer. No, a truck. Specification wheels. They do actually have like truck wheels.
that I have is I don't think the oil was ever changed on this car. So low miles, but a long time on the oil. Since the Diablo is still going to be a while, probably.
Bit of topic, but what's your favorite season 3 episode? The one with the K truck. Oh, Mama was fucking crazy though, because you guys don't understand. If you guys watch MF Ghost season 3 or like MF Ghost in general, season 3 was fantastic because you guys just didn't understand what Mama did there. Mama did the fucking same motion as Inochi. I think it was Inochi's like A86. The same motion as he did. If you watch the enemy of Takumi, the other guy who have the A86, the Levin, that was the same motion that he did on that fucking Mitsubishi K truck. Same thing. And like the Suzuki Carry. Same thing. Because it's the same timing for the upshift into fucking second to third gear, into a fucking rev match, into a fucking like full tilt turn to a counter steer. The same fucking thing that they did on the last was it the last thing that they did on like Initial D last stage. Same thing. That was like, I was like, whoa! Mama got the motherfucking skills! Yeah, it was fucking great.
A couple weeks before it's back on the road, and I can tell you, a lot of oil. A lot.
Here, look.
Oh, okay. Well, we got some draining to do.
Yes, the mighty V12, and certainly the scariest looking of the three with all of the lines going everywhere. The two Bosch mechanical fuel injected things leading to this, the intake.
These are the Jetronic fuel distributors.
Yeah.
As we move on to the newer models of Lambos you have, we're going to see it get tidier and cleaner and more artistic.
Yes.
This looks like a spaghetti mess.
It is a spaghetti mess.
Literally spaghetti.
Despite it being a spaghetti mess, right? This the one I assume would be the easiest thing to work with, because shit breaks down. You can easily see what's broken. As opposed to the new Lambos nowadays are fucking difficult to repair, because like, yeah, good luck finding that goddamn problem that you can't see underneath your paloma thing. Good luck.
Those you have, we're going to see it get tidier and cleaner.
This is the coolest up in the air, and the wing can...
You see how low that motherfucker to the ground? You cannot put your head in that. There's no way.
take flight. Very basic under here. Although the really weird part is the fact that this is the transmission, which is in front of the engine, and it's not all-wheel drive. There's like a drive shaft or a torque tube going through the engine, basically.
Yep, to final drive here, which is where the CV shafts are located.
And this engine is not dry sump.
No.
It just has a gigantic oil pan,
yeah,
which is this. And that's where the 12 quarts live, you said?
Or more than that.
That's a lot of oil.
16, 17, somewhere around in there.
Well, we'll see how much comes out. You got enough room in there?
I think so. It's gonna come spewing out pretty.
See, look.
Boom.
See? Look how much mess that will cause you. And mind you, like, the drain bolt is like full tilt flat, carrying almost 14 quarts of oil, which is like around like fucking 40 liters of paloma oil, or 20 liters of paloma oil. Jesus.
Look, this oil is as old as your YouTube career.
It is. Is that looking like 7-year-old oil, Wizard?
It actually does. It looks fairly clean for the age. It just wasn't driven, that's the thing. It's tingling.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to tinkle out. I guess we can look at the Diablo in the meantime.
Yes.
It takes the same oil as the Countach, right?
Yep.
And about the same amount.
I think it's a little less, but not
A little less.
Those take a lot.
Yes, but the evolution of the Lamborghini V12, it's pretty impressive. The generational jump in the fit and finish of the engine bay. And this is a VT Roadster, so that top can fit onto the bonnet. But look at this. Everything's
cleaner.
covered up, and it just looks so pretty.
So much better, yes.
I'm not sure if it's more reliable, but it just looks like it's presented better.
More artistic, that's for sure.
Certainly is.
Everything's more tidy, more compact, more clean.
The problem is now, like, look for the problems. Good luck finding it.
Just really looks better.
But once you get the steering rack back, you'll be doing the exact same thing. All the fluids.
I
both
don't know
these
why
cars
the
have been sitting-
localization for almost changed it to the hot rod, but it's a supercar. Blame the American localization. They did the same thing for Zenless. Because apparently, no, they did the same thing for Hoyo versus entire thing, because Zenless did the same thing. They did the same thing for Wuwa, and then they did the same thing for what the fuck is that other game, Honkai Star Rail. They did the same thing for Honkai, where like they should say like, you know, what that thing, but apparently they call that racist, so they just did some other bullshit. But meanwhile, the other countries, including Japan, say the same thing anyway. That's really no reason. Like, what the heck? Again, even the American players are mad at the fucking localization for doing that shit. It's probably because of like some bullshit, like, oh my god, we think it's balom rashish. Stupid. Look, us Asians were laughing at it. I don't know. Laugh with us, palom.
A very, very long time, but we're getting close to getting this one back together.
Yes, yes.
It's still tinkling over there.
I can hear it.
Yes.
It's like in the restroom for a long time.
Yes, it's like Austin Powers waking up from the cryo freeze, right?
Yeah, it just goes. And...
Evacuation come. Alright, the evacuation is complete.
Finally.
And it was a lot, huh?
Yes. It was half full, and now it's 3/4 full.
So how much is that?
The culture appropriators that they used to it. It's kind of bizarre that was the thing now. Like, they became the people that they hate. Wait, hold on. I'm missing some. They became the people that they hate, which is kind of funny. I find it really funny. Because, like, imagine you're trying to do the thing that you're trying to avoid, and then, like, retroactively doing that exact same thing. Hold on for a bit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put in some sink and then refill this in water, and I'll be back. Supercar Maruzeski. Wait, didn't like Uma Musume actually made a Eurobeat music? I think they made a Uma Musume Eurobeat song. Maybe. Was it Uma in America? They have a music that's like actually built. Yo, stato. Uma poi. What's this song? Oh, this Forever Young. The fucking Uma Musume Forever Young. Hasire Uma Musume. Pinolive kakiyakiti. Hilarious. What's this? Mamma Mio? Mamma Mio made a fucking Eurobeat song? Mamma Mio. Oh, it's Night Loop. Mamma Mio made a song. Mamma Mio. My original Oshi, Mamma Mio. Yatta! But she have an original song that I really like. It was pretty fucking sick. It's like my favorite song because she goes full tail. This motherfucker is called Howling! Howling, Mafia! Howling! It's my favorite song. It's really fucking sick. Oh my god, Mafia! It's very anime intro. Hold on. Yokan. Hitori janai. It's a very anime intro. I like it. Very anime intro. Mommy, ayaw makaw. What's this song? This was like from the anime? From the whole life anime thing? For those who haven't guessed yet, my Kami Oshi is Mamio. Mamio! Mamio! It's so funny that like in real life she's actually a mom. Mamio! Mamio! Mamium. Does Mamium have a new song? Yeah, cover. Mamium. Mamium. Yes. Oh, meme. Anyway, enough anime. Let's go play something. We're playing today called Shantytown. I found this on Steam. Apparently, it's a new game. I was looking at my wish list, and apparently it was like, hey, by the way, new release game. Like, okay. Shantytown. Can I play with my tablet? I can. Movement speed multiplier. Bureau of Development. Inspector Saffron, Surveyor Scouts, urgency immediately deployment, official summons. It has come to my attention. The attention of the high school, the High Council, that there has been an unsanctioned development taking place in the Floodlands Island. By the creative High Council, you are hereby to summon by travel immediately to the West March to survey to the extent of development. Your objective is to visit the required 8 location, recreate your experiences, take a photo of the development, add it to the dossier. Return with a report. Notice, this opportunity is mandatory. Failure to return with a report in hand will result in termination and exile. Timely completion for the report will forgive previous grievances. Choose signature. Mom? Oh, this is my type. Collect my kings. Oh, it's 3D! It's bad mode. Is this written in like in Hindu? Or Hindu or Indonesia? Malaysia? Right. Save camera. It's refusing me to like. Whoa. Oh. Alright. V. Okay. Wow. Okay. An aircon? Oh, we bougie as fuck. We got aircon, palo. What the fuck? We bougie as fuck. We got fucking aircon, tan. Usually in shanty towns like this, we don't have aircon. Rust-based energy? You say that, but this is like Southeast Asia. A cafe. Ooh, what the fuck? Chocolate common stack of proofs, okay. But like... Oh. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I wanna build corner. Ooh, that's kind of gangsta shit. Can I flip or? Yeah, they can utilize the... prop side. Ooh. Transport schedule. Okay, that looks nice. Vending machine. It might fall. It might fall. It's a huge ass trash. Window. A bicycle. Oh look, I like this. That helps. So see, there's light now. Nice. Potted plant. So that we can prevent people from like running into this. Okay, the table. They don't need to put physics on this. Upgrading buildings. Visit a small shrine. Like this one are quite quick. Notice how many objects are remain in the bottom left corner. I've got a frigate. Oh, nice. And a pagoda here. Oh, just like make stuff. Well, it's like the game to make stuff. I kind of fit that actually. A statue. It's a statue overlooking the people. we got the shrine. I plan to complete like the entire area. Wait, what do you mean? Upgrade? How do I upgrade? Upgrade the gate. Wait, what? How do I upgrade the gate? What? I upgraded the temple? I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Oh. I don't know. Because it changed the room earlier, and I don't know why. Put it on there. Okay. Thought you can. We're missing one. I did it right. Maybe it didn't register. Because earlier I did it, and then it's the right thing to do. Now that doesn't work. Why? Huh? Now that doesn't work. Why? Okay, that registered. So how come this didn't register? I guess I just have to satisfy the thing. There you go. The lighthouse. Whoa, what is that? A ramen shop? shit. That's really fucking walaw things. So crazy that it's not affected by that shit. I was like doing the glitch. Bottles paloma. does not count, Palom? I forgot I can stack them. I know. Should I put something up here? Right, sick. Location complete. Okay, so the next time I probably need to like complete all those challenges. I didn't know there was a thing. One down. 8 to go. Wow. Okay, shit. That's nice. I like that. Alright. Oh, you can see. Oh. I can unlock stories. I see. Okay. Topic 6. I like that game. That game is very cute. Okay. So it's like 1 a.m. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the house. And then we're gonna start earlier just to compensate. Cause like today I was supposed to start later. And then I ended up starting way too late. So just to compensate for the Friday no stream, I'm gonna try to do Oblivion Adventures. And then we'll see from there. Cause like I kinda wanna finish the story for we did Thieves Guild. I wanna finish a story for the Mages Guild because that's like the apex of the story. We did Fighters Guild. I think we did Fighters Guild. Yeah, because we already kicked out like the Blackwood Company. So we're gonna have a new recruit like a whole ass new gang for the Mages Guild, and everybody will be casting spells. I'll force everybody to cast spells. You guys are gonna be we're gonna be like fucking, wizard money gang, wizard money gang. We're like we're gonna be just casting spell. Shadow wizard money gang. There you go. We love casting spells. Yes. All right. So I'm gonna call it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Watch out for na days. Sige, come some song. Song is just random seat. Saan yung safety? Right. Diyan na. I'll start tomorrow earlier.
You'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5. Cocked on these suckers, time to die. Even as a youngster, causing ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed, we take away the bank, so I'm holding.